Screams, let me carry you home.
Hi, and welcome to Faith and Flour. I'm Robin. I hope you are having a great week. This week, I have updates on our current home projects, our plans for what's next, some Austin Antics, and spring cleaning. So if you are needing some motivation, this video is for you. Currently, we are having the interior of our garage renovated, and so the guest room is where we are temporarily stashing things that we had stored there. And I'm adding to that today because in addition to that happening this week, we are also having some electrical work done in our living room, and so I'm just relocating a few things until the work is done. We are having some recessed lighting installed. There will be 2 near the fireplace and 2 over the sofa. I'm especially excited about that because it will make reading and crocheting in the evening so much better. The electricians will also be doing some other things like adding some switches where they're needed and an additional circuit so that we can put a freezer in our laundry room, and I will tell you more about that later. The night before, Patrick and I moved everything out of the way for the workers that were coming in the morning. I have been planning to ask his help to do this so that I could get started with spring cleaning, and so it's good timing, and I see that behind and under the sofa could really use it. I'll wait until the electricians finish before cleaning the rest of the room, but I wanted to quickly clean the floor and the baseboards back here so that all of the dog hair, dust, crumbs, and yes, popcorn won't be spread around, and I will officially get the spring cleaning started in here. Our electricians covered everything, and in no time our new lights were installed. And after that, we got everything back in its place. I promised you some spring cleaning motivation, so I will be giving this room a top to bottom deep clean, so keep watching. But first, I wanted to update you on what's been happening since I last saw you. As you probably know, we live in Central Texas, right in the path of the recent solar eclipse. It was so cloudy that day that I thought we would have to settle for an occasional glimpse of the eclipse. But just as the full eclipse occurred, the clouds parted and we had a perfect view. My camera does not do it justice, and I'm sure you have seen the incredible images on the news, but it was incredible, and we had complete darkness, complete with night sky. We could see the stars, and the birds got quiet, and the crickets took over for several minutes in the middle of the day. It felt like a God wink, and it really makes me grateful for the beauty of His creation. Many of you are fans of our dog Austin and have requested an update, and I'm happy to tell you that he's doing great. He's not really a fan of all of the construction that's been going on around here. So several times a week, Patrick and Peyton have given him a little escape and taken him to our local dog park, which he loves. area is known for its wildflowers and red poppies this time of year, and they are beautiful right now. On their way home one day, Patrick stopped by a field, and Austin seemed very happy to pose for the camera. Now that the exterior and roof of our garage or hangar is finally finished, the interior work can begin. We'll start with applying spray foam insulation, which takes several days. And once that's completed, the floors will be refinished. So I will keep you updated on all of that. The insulation will keep the temperature very comfortable in here, and it will be a much better place for storing things, especially in the Texas heat. The foam also gives a lot of strength to the walls and roof as well. Looking ahead to our next project, the laundry room. It's probably a year or so away, but I'm having fun planning it all, and I thought you might enjoy seeing what's in the works. Right now, as you enter, the washer and dryer are on the right, with a sink placed sort of awkwardly on the wall straight ahead. Next to that is the door that leads to our backyard, and yes, there is a mirror, something I have never thought to include in a laundry room. One thing this room definitely doesn't lack is doors. There's another one that leads to our bathroom. And there's a fourth one, and this is for a rather large closet. The shelves are great for storage, but it doesn't have space for things like vacuums or mops, and I'd like to have a better place to keep my ironing board and drying rack. Our laundry room has the entrance that we use the most, and so it's where we put on and take off our shoes, and I would love a dedicated area for that too. This week I worked on some plans, and here's what I'm thinking might work. To maximize space, I stacked the washer and dryer and moved the sink to the right of that, which Patrick and our plumber said would work. And next to the sink will be some extra counter space for folding, with drawers below and cabinetry above. Initially, we planned to close the door to our bathroom, but I think I found a way to keep it without giving up all of the things I really want. But we will remove the large closet and replace it with a cabinet for all of the tall items like my vacuum, mop, and ironing board. And next to that, we will have a seating area like a little bench with some storage below, probably a drawer for shoes. Above will be a bar for hanging clothes to dry, and in the corner we will have a column freezer represented by the tall cabinet that you see here. And here you can see from above. This is the entrance where we come in from inside the house. This is the door that leads to our master bathroom, and it will be convenient to have that right into the laundry room, so I'm hoping we can keep that. And this is the exit to the backyard. We've got the stacked washer and dryer here, the sink next to that with some additional counter space, cabinetry above, and drawers below. We have the tall cabinet where I can keep all of the tall things, the ironing board, mop, and vacuum. And next to that, we have sort of the shoe station. So we'll have storage below with a bar above for drying clothes. And here is where we are planning to put the column freezer. The electricians just put in a new circuit and outlet for it here, and I'm really excited about having that in here. Of course, we're just at the beginning of the planning stages, and it's a lot of fun, but we do plan to give ourselves a break from major projects once we complete the renovations that are already underway. So we're thinking that it might be a good project to start next winter, but in the meantime, I will have a lot of fun dreaming up all of the details. Back to spring cleaning. I think that we are fairly settled inside with any type of construction for a while, so I am ready to do some deep cleaning. And I always start from the top, dusting the beams, corners, crown moldings, and ceiling vents, and working my way down. I've had this lamb's wool duster for years. It's probably time to replace it, but it still works, and I just use my vacuum to remove the dust periodically. For the ceiling fan, my favorite tool is this microfiber one that can be attached to an extension pole. It's great at holding onto the dust, and it is machine washable too. I will link everything I can from today's video down in the description box, along with a link to my Amazon store. I really try to keep that up to date with everything I can from our home, so that's a great place to find items that I use and love and am happy to recommend to you. Next, I use my lamb's wool duster for dusting just about everything else. This one would be perfect if I could attach it to my extension pole. So soon I think I'll take a look on Amazon to see if I can find one like it to replace the one I use for the high places. so excited that my orchid is blooming. Patrick gave this to me several years ago and I just love it. I moved it in here to enjoy the blooms for a little while and then I'll put it back in its favorite sunny location. I'm often asked about my vacuum, and this handheld vacuum is actually part of a stick vacuum. It's by Shark, and I will have it linked below, and you can always find it in my Amazon store. It holds a charge for quite a long time. It's really powerful, and it works on dog hair, so I love it, and it just makes tasks like these so much easier. And the fact that it's cordless just makes it so convenient and easy to use, and I love it. You'll see me use it a little bit later with the floor attachment, so I can vacuum hardwood floors or carpet. It does a pretty good job on dog hair, and it never seems to get tangled with hair, which I love. So if you're in the market for a vacuum, I highly recommend this one. Our dog Austin never gets up on our furniture, but he brushes up against it and his fur does find its way everywhere. So at least a few times a year seasonally, I like to vacuum all of our upholstery, and we eat snacks while we sit on the couch in here, and there's always crumbs, little bits of popcorn, and yes, dog hair that works its way down underneath the cushions. So I like to make sure that I tackle that every so often. Our sofa and the chairs that you see in here are from Pottery Barn, and the chaise section on our sofa can be moved to either side. So when I'm doing a deep clean like this, I try to remember to flip it to the opposite side to even out the wear, and hopefully that will make it last longer and keep it looking good longer. Before I put the sofa chaise back, I want to vacuum the rug and move it out so that I can clean underneath really well. But before that can happen, I want to give the chairs a good vacuuming too. as I was mopping, I was thinking about how nice it is to see the hardwood floors. And when Patrick came in to help with putting everything back in place, he suggested that we put the rug away for a little while so that we can enjoy them again, and also to minimize any discoloring in the hardwoods that can happen over time. I thought that was a great idea, and I love how it lightens things up in here too, which is perfect for spring. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here today. I really appreciate it, and if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope that it gave you some spring cleaning motivation. Let me know in the comments what you're doing right now as far as spring cleaning goes, or autumn cleaning, depending on where you live. Also, if you haven't subscribed, I want to invite you to do so. It's absolutely free and easy. All you have to do is click on my picture. I'll be seeing you again in a new video soon. So until then, have a wonderful week.